everybody. How are you this morning? I'm fine, thank you என்று நீங்கள் சொல்ல வேண்டும். How are you? Fine, thank you. How are the children? Fine, thank you. If anybody asks you, how are you? Always start with saying, fine, thank you. In England, we use the word thank you and please in every conversation. Those are the most used words in this country. Now, can you remember what we did last week? Spelling. One of the skills in teaching English is spelling. Now, spelling comes easy with the little words once you learn the sounds. But as you advance, spelling becomes difficult unless you remember the hard and fast rules. Now, I told you last week, one vowel comes before a single consonant. Then you double that consonant. If you didn't watch it last week, listen carefully. I'll quickly go through that. When do you double a consonant? The last letter of that word should be a single consonant, that is one letter, and that should not be a vowel. But a vowel should be in front of that consonant. Now here we have begin, consonant, I, vowel. So if you're writing beginner, you have to double the N. You put double N. Beginner. Same with travel, traveler. Put double L. Travel, traveler. Why? Because the last letter is a single consonant. In front of that single consonant is a vowel. That is a rule. Remember it. Control, controller. So N, prefix N. If you want to change the word from forgot to forgotten. I forgot to bring my pen. She had forgotten it yesterday as well. Forgotten. Then you are adding en. Then you have to change the t, double it. Because O is a vowel. Forbid, ban, tadai. D is a single consonant. I is a vowel. So a vowel followed by a single consonant, you have to double the consonant. Okay? It'll come to you. Don't get worried. It'll come to you as you go along. But if you see these words, then remember why it's got double letters. Ed. Now, very often people make a mistake with omit. Omit என்றால் அதை விடுங்க. Omit. Omit that word. அந்த சொல்லை போட வேண்டாம். Omit whatever you are saying and speak the truth. நீங்கள் இவ்வளோ நேரம் பேசுனது உண்மை அல்ல. இனிமேலாவது அதை ஒமிட் பண்ணிட்டு உண்மையை பேசுங்கள் என்று கோர்ட்டில் சொல்வார்கள். அப்போ நீங்கள் உண்மையை பேச வேணும். Omitted. If you add ed, then what happens to the t? Double t. Omitted. Double t. So that's when the t is added. And then put ed. Omitted. Lots and lots of words. You find out and make a list of all the words that are doubled in the middle and check. Occur. What does occur mean? நடைபெறுகிறது. Occurring now. Occurred yesterday. இது நடந்து கொண்டிருந்தது. நேற்று நடந்தது. This accident occurred 1 week ago. the boy is still in hospital. If you want to tell the police some information, this accident occurred 1 week ago. So, R is a consonant, U is a vowel. So, we have to double the R and then add ED. Double the R and add ED. Occurred. You can use occurred if you are going to write something about something that happened in the past, then you have to double the R and ED should be added. Why? You must understand, because R is the single consonant here and U is a vowel. So remember A, E, I, O, U, and all the rest are consonants except Y. Sometimes Y can take the place of a vowel. Sometimes. I'll explain, I'll have a lesson on it, when and where Y becomes a vowel. Regret. What does regret mean? If you don't go to a party, if somebody has invited you to a wedding, then you send a regret letter if you can't make it. If you're going, then you don't send a regret letter. But you write, thank you for your invitation. I regret I cannot make it, if it's a simple friend. If it's an official letter, if the Queen invites you to Buckingham Palace, then you say, you write it more formally. I regret inability to attend. Thank you very much. So it depends. So regret ends with a T. Now that's a consonant. Mei chollu. Tamilla mei chollu. E is a vowel. So you have to add another T before you put E. Now he regretted not accepting the first job, because when he went for the second interview, he was not selected for the other job. Then you come home and regret. And then we'll say, oh, he regretted not accepting the first job. There's a saying in English, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. When I went for my head teacher's interview, it took about an hour or 2 hours, the interview. And after that, when I went home, about 7 people attended the shortlist, attended the interview, and they phoned me after about 8 hours and offered me the job. But I had another head's interview another day, next week. But they had come to know about it, and they said to me, you have to say yes or no now and withdraw next week's interview. So I thought, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Even though the other job was closer to my house, I accepted the first offer because I may not have got the second one. Then I would have lost both. I would have regretted forever. Regretted. அதாவது நான் கவலைப்பட்டேன். Regret means கவலை. யாரும் இறந்து போனால் regret cards அனுப்பலாம். Regretted. But I'm now concentrating on the spelling. T. Why should there be 2 T's? Because that's a rule. If you put only one when the rule is for 2, then it's wrong. Transmit. Transmitting stations. You transmit your vibes. If you get angry at home, you're transmitting your anger to the children. You may not realize it. But they're growing up with an angry father. They're growing up in an angry house. So will it be a wonder if they turn out to be angry adults? So be careful. because you can transmit your emotions to the family, especially if they are very young. Be careful. Now transmit. T is a single consonant. So you have to double it and then make it past. Transmit, transmitted. So I hope now you understand why some letters are doubled and some are not. Marvel. Marvel. Have you ever heard of that word, marvel? What a marvelous world this is. What a marvelous show. You marvel at his ability. அதிசயப்படுகிறது, ஆச்சரியப்படுகிறது, அதாவது புதுமையாக இருக்கிறது, எங்களுக்கு சந்தோஷமாக இருக்கிறது. மாவல், போற்றக்கூடிய ஒரு விஷயம், மாவல். But L is a single consonant. So if you're going to write the past tense, marveled, another L, E, D, marveled. The prefix ed is added at the end. Marveled. Travel. Very often this word, you come across this word. I traveled away to another country. I traveled to India for my holidays. You can travel today, but yesterday you can't travel yesterday. You can't say, I traveled India. I traveled. So what are you going to do about the spelling? You do not just put ed here. You have to do something, because L is a single consonant and E is a single vowel in front of the single consonant. So LL ED. Traveled. Prayanam Seidal. So use these words. I went to India and Sulamal. I traveled to India. India is not just walking distance. You have to travel by plane or ship. Now, ing is another one that you keep prefix added. Sometimes the letters double, sometimes they don't. Now, fulfill ing. Fulfill is one single letter, fulfill. Fulfilling, fulfilling, you have to change, you have to add the L and make another L here. Then write ing. Preferring. Prefer என்றால் இதுவா அதுவா, எது விருப்பம், இந்த வீடா அந்த வீடா, ரெண்டு வீடு பார்த்துருக்கிறீங்க. Now preferring this house, first house, because we bought the first house, preferring to the second house, because this has a swimming pool, whatever the reason, preferring, we preferred to buy this house. So again the R becomes double when you write ing. Preferring. These are ing words. Ing. Rebel. What does rebel mean? எதிர்க்கிறது, சும்மா எதிர்க்கிறது இல்லை, ஒரு புரட்சிகரமான எதிர்ப்பு. Rebellions, rebelled, rebelled, rebelling. The rebelling students were suspended from school. The rebelling soldiers were shot. You can make any sentence, but you must know, because L is a single letter, consonant, then you have to put double L and write ing. Admit. A lot of people make mistakes. admitting. I am not admitting to your blaming me for something. I'm not admitting it. I didn't do it. I'm not admitting to that. In courts, judge will ask over and over again, you were not hit by the police. You were not hit by the army. Then you can say, I'm not admitting to anything like that. That's wrong. I'm not admitting it. Admit that you are telling lies. No, I'm not admitting. If you're telling lies, then that's the time to say, I'm sorry, I am speaking lies. But if you're not, then you say, I'm not admitting it. Admitting students to school. Some schools are so popular, they cannot admit all the children who apply for it. So let's go through this. Omitted, double T. Occurred, double R. Regretted, double T. Transmitted, double T. Marveled, double L. Travelled, double L. Ing, rebelling. Admitting, you have to write ting here. Fulfilling, preferring. So I hope in the 2 episodes I have taught you to double some of the letters. Until we meet again, bye.